Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? I need energy because I'm an energy type of guy. So how we feeling today? Do we need to do a call and response kind of activity? Y'all know what call and response is? When I say something, y'all repeat something back to me. So I'm going to say hoorah, y'all going to repeat hoorah, okay? When I say let's go, y'all going to say let's go. When I say woo, y'all going to say that, okay? So y'all ready? Clap it up. 1, 2, 3, hoorah! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Give yourself a hand clap. I know I'm the guest speaker and everything, but this is one thing I want y'all to do right now. Self-recognition. So if everybody would in your seat, stand up right now. Give yourself a standing ovation for being here today. Alright, y'all ready? Let's get it. Y'all can have your seats. Once again, my name is Kimar Cain. I am originally from Nashville, Mississippi. I've been living in Atlanta, Georgia for the past 4 months. I feel like I've been in Atlanta for about 2 years because I've been grinding ever since I stepped foot on the land. And so as Brother Glenn stated, I have my own podcast called The Kimar Cain Show. I've been going strong since July of last year. I also co-host another podcast with a brother by the name of Jermaine Green called The Lifestyle Cleanup. And I'm also co-host of the Boss FM radio station, Jumpstart, which airs every Sunday, as Mr. Davis said, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be 6 to 9 Central Time. So if y'all want to download that app later on, I'll show y'all how to do that on all these smartphones out here, right? So y'all can check me out this Sunday. But I want to say thank you to Glenn Davis and his wife Tegan and the family for inviting me down here to Biloxi, Mississippi. I really haven't touched down in Biloxi in quite some time, probably since I was about y'all age, to be honest with you. I'm 26 now, and it's like, it's been forever since I've been down here, so it's good to be back. I feel like I'm home, because my hometown is probably about 2.5, 3 hours from here. So I feel like y'all family. We family? We good? I say I like energy. I say we family, we good? Yeah. Oh, okay, now I feel welcome. All right, so once again, thank you to Glenn and his wife. They fed me last night after a long time on the road. I was fighting, I was determined to get here just so I can see all these pretty faces up here. You know what I'm saying? To pour into y'all life and also y'all pour into me because I'm learning from y'all right now. And so, today is the dream workshop, right? Does anybody know what a dream is? Since we're talking about dreams, I want to have 1 or 2 people to kind of explain to me what they think. Keep in mind, it's not a right or wrong answer. Okay, so don't be hesitant to raise your hand. Don't be all sitting back chilling because I want y'all to interact, right? So if I can get 1 or 2 people to tell me what is a dream, what is their personal definition of a dream? Hands. Come on, stand up. Come on. Y'all give her a hand. State your name and what do you think? What's your definition of a dream?
My name is Anisha, and
everybody say, "Hey, Anisha."
Hey, Anisha. Isn't it like when you set like a goal or something to accomplish in like the future?
There you go. All right, let me get one more person. One more person. I know we got one person. One more person. Tell me what you think the definition of a dream is. What's your name? Zayla. Everybody say, "Hey, Zayla."
Hey, Zayla.
I think the definition of a dream would be something that, like something that once you think about it, you feel like it's something that you need to do, like your purpose in the world.
Absolutely. I love it. Y'all give Zayla a hand clap. Can I share my definition of what a dream is? This is what I think a dream means, right? A dream is a mission birthed by your gifts. That's what I think a dream is. It's a mission birthed by your gifts and your talents. And so your gift and talents is not just your gifts and your talents, right? Your gift and talents is for you to enjoy it. It's for you to create hobbies with. It's for you to create businesses with and this, that, and the third. But it's not just for you, but for everybody else in this room. Me speaking right now is for everybody in this room. And it's helping me. I like to talk, so we're going to have fun today, right? And so your gift and talents, like your dream is like you said, with your purpose. It helps to fulfill your purpose and your mission in life, right? And so when it comes to that dream, what we want to do with that dream as we move forward in life, we want to be able to get up, get out, and get active. So this morning, like I get up at 5 o'clock every day, Monday through Monday. right? And she just looked at me like, why do you get up so early? I get that question almost every time I say that too. You wanna know why? Because I got 3 hours to work on myself before 8 o'clock hit. Because most times when 8 o'clock hit in the morning, that's when your day starts moving real fast. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? Okay, so once 8 o'clock hit, the day is gone. Like, you either getting ready for school, or you about to go hang out with your friends on the weekend, or y'all about to go do something, right? But 5 o'clock in the morning, I get up, I get my reading done, I get my meditation done, I study my craft because I want to get better at it each and every day of my life. Because this is my dream. This is the mission that I'm fulfilling with my gifts and my talents. Understanding that selfless living is the best kind of life, and I'm being selfless when I'm studying it so I can come out here and talk to good people like y'all. Right? So 5 o'clock I got up this morning, didn't feel like it because I really went to bed at 2. So I'm running off 3 hours of sleep. I really didn't feel like it, but one of my mentors, his name is Kendall Ficklin. He's located in Atlanta, Georgia also. And what he says, he said, never allow the way you feel to affect the way that you flow. So when you get a routine going on, when you get a morning ritual happening, like, don't you destroy that just because you feel some type of way. You understand what I'm saying? Say yeah, yeah. Yeah. Say yeah, yeah. Yeah. Do not let the way you feel affect the way that you flow. So I got up anyway, even after getting 3 hours of sleep. I got up, I got my workout in, I ran 2 miles on a treadmill, did 100 push-ups, did 100 different core exercises, and I said, hey, I'm good now. I feel much better. Because oftentimes when we have things to do and we don't feel like doing it and we push ourselves to do it anyway, we'll feel better after it's done, right? If anybody ever experienced that, raise your hands if you did. I love it. So that's what we got to do. So my mentality with that, we have to chase the day before, or the day will chase us, right? Chase the day or the day will chase us. I never want the day to chase me. I never want to be trying to keep up with time. I want time to be able to keep up with me. That's why I get up at 5 o'clock every single morning. Saturday through Saturday, Sunday through Sunday, Monday through Monday, however you want to do it. Every single day I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning so I can work on myself and I can give all this energy, all this positivity, all this smiling face to beautiful people like y'all. Alright? And so when it comes to chasing the day and making these dreams happen, we all know it's a process into that, right? It's a process to get to where you want to go. And I'm going to share a story with y'all real quick. Because my man, you want to be a basketball player, right? Well, you're going to be a basketball player, right? What's your name? Josh. Josh, nice to meet you, brother. You're going to be that basketball player. But what you got to do is got to get to practice every day. What time you get up in the morning? Huh? You get up late? So you be rushing for school and all that, grabbing your shoe, running out the door trying to catch the bus? Yeah, see, that's the time you get up, work on that left hand dribble, that right hand dribble, crossing between the legs, get some AI popping off, right? And so this is my story. I want to share my story with you real quick because it took me some time to finally get to the point where I really wanted to chase my dream and be serious about it. So between the age of like 7 and 8, you know, me and my mom was tight, single parent, she was raising me. And it's like, you know, I ran to my mom and I'm like, yo, mom, I seen basketball too. Bulls is my favorite team. Die-hard Chicago Bulls fan. Nah, you don't like the... Ah, come on, son. We got to have a debate later on. But Chicago Bulls is my favorite all-time team ever since I was a young buck. My whole bedroom was Chicago Bulls at one point. But I ran to my mom. I say, yo, mom, I want to be an NBA player. She was like, well, son, you know, it was very slim that you got a chance to make it in the NBA. The draft, they're real picky about who they get or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, cool. I want to make mama happy. I think I'm going to choose something else. And then acting came along. Keep in mind, I'm like 7 to 8 years old. The movie Friday, I think around this time came out. My mom was pretty strict about rated R movies. I kind of snuck and watched the movie. And I seen a little kid in there by the name of Megan Good, right? I'm like, man, she in the movie. I think I can do that too. I want to be in the movie. I'm like, yo, mom, can I get some acting classes? I want to be an actor. She's like, you know, people try out for them roles and they don't really get the roles like talking about. I think you probably need to pick something else. I'm like, dang, strike 2. You know, in baseball you get 3 strikes, right? 3rd strike, you out. So I got to be real strategic right now, right? So the next thing come up, boxing. I'm a fan of boxing. I love boxing. I used to fight my cousins all the time for no reason. And so I'm like, Mom, I think this is it. I think you're going to be proud of what I'm about to say. She's like, what, son? I'm like, yo, I'm going to be a pro boxer. And she was like, boy, get up out of here. So you can get older and have brain injuries when you grow up. I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, you know, I'll be able to better defend myself more, this, that, and the third. Wouldn't you want your son to be able to defend himself? She's like, yeah, but not no boxing ring. I'm like, okay, well, that's strike 3. I'm struck out. So by that time goes on, years go by. 12 years old, right? I ran up to my mom, I'm watching a basketball game, and I hear this announcer announcing the game. And that triggered my thought process. And even before that, because I was a kid that was rushing to make it to school. I would sleep as long as I could before I would have to rush, iron my uniform, put my shoes on, and get out the door. Sometimes I would miss the bus on purpose just so my mom could take me to school, so I could listen to Tom Joyner in the morning. Because I love to listen to them cats talk and laugh over the radio waves, and then listen to the good music that they played. It was something about the radio that I really enjoyed. And that's like, yo, I can be that cat. And then for the cat that was announcing the basketball game, I can do what he doing over the microphone. And now I fell in love with radio, which is why y'all heard I do podcasts, I do radio, all that good stuff. This is where they came from. This has been inside me since I was 12 years old. So I ran to my mama. I said, yo, Mom, I finally got it. She was like, okay, what is it, son? What you talking about? I said, I think I finally know what I want to be when I grow up. And she's like, what's that? I say, listen, I got my life mapped out. I'm 12 years old, like, yo, I am going to go to the University of Southern Mississippi. I'm going to major in mass communications, and I'm going to become a radio personality. And she was like, you know, she thought about it for a minute. She was cool. She was like, She said, that's good, son. She said, but you know they don't make that much money, right? And by this time, my favorite book in the whole wide world told me, and I ain't understand it until later, that your gifts make room for you. I ain't understand that at 12 years old. So then what happened was, I'm like, dang, like, she didn't like the basketball, she didn't like the acting, she didn't like the boxing, and now the radio. Give me some props on that, right? And so it's like, okay, now I gotta find something to make me some money. How many people you know that's money driven? You know people that's money driven, show of hands. Yeah, at one point I was money driven, and my mom kind of put that in me unintentionally, but it was put in me at a young age, like, okay, well, I gotta find a career, I gotta find something that's gonna make me a ton of money, right? And so years go by from 12 all the way up to 17, I get my high school degree, I go to college, do all that stuff, play as Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, get my college degree, I'm out in the world, I have no idea what's about to go down with my life. I have no idea. And then all of a sudden, my dreams just start to just reignite. And it's like, yo, you want to be doing radio for a long time. They got this thing called podcast that I know you'll be good at. Because ever since the age of 15, all I've been hearing, Kimar, yo, it sounds like you got a perfect radio voice. Not knowing that little radio guy on the inside of me was ready to come out. And so that came along, and then this thing called a process. I had to learn about this thing called process, and I had to learn to fall in love with it because I was very impatient, right? And so the process comes along, and who all in here has ever had a good cake? Show of hands. Who all in here had a very good cake or a pie, even if you're not a cake person? Oh, just a good piece of candy, right? It's a process of making all that. How many of y'all gonna go to the store, buy a stick of butter, and bite into it like it's a Snicker? Nobody, right? Would that be good or would that be nasty? What if y'all just cracked 2 eggs, put it in a glass and drunk it up raw? Would y'all do that? Would that be good? What if y'all dug your hand in a big bag of flour and just started popping it like sweet tarts? Would that be good? But when you put all them ingredients together, right, you make a nice mixture for your cake. You put that cake in the oven and you let that joker bake for a minute, and guess what? Oftentimes, in my house, my grandma was like, yo, when I put this cake in the oven, I'm gonna need y'all to go outside with all that planning, because if you mess up my cake, I'm gonna be mad at y'all. So at this point in the process, what everybody in here needs to learn is that at some point in your process, you're gonna have to isolate yourself. You don't have to get rid of your friends. Some friends you do have to kick to the curb because everybody ain't on the same page. Everybody not gonna be willing to grow with you because everybody not gonna be able to see what it is that you see. You understand what I'm saying? So at some point, like that cake needs to be separated from everybody, all the noise. Y'all gonna have to be like that cake while y'all bake and get prepared to be the best version of yourself. right? So go outside and play, let that cake bake in your life. You studying your craft, you practicing on your dribbling, everybody else doing what they doing. You're getting better and you're getting better on a daily basis. You got your morning ritual popping off. You're getting better every day. You're reading the right books. You're surrounding yourself with the right people. Yo, I got this phrase and God gave it to me, man. I'm just going to give it to you straight. I hope I don't get too spiritual on y'all, but this is just what it is for me. God spoke to me and said, hey, you find your circle, you find your niche, and you change the world. So some people, you got to get out of your circle in order to find your niche so that you can do some change in the world. How many of y'all know Tupac Shakur? Y'all heard of Tupac Shakur? Y'all know that famous line he said when he was like, yo, I may not be the one to change the world, but I guarantee I'll spark the brain that'll be able to do so. Y'all remember that? I feel like I'm one of them people that he sparked. And I feel like I'm going to change the world with my gifts and my talents. Do y'all feel like that? Say yeah, yeah. Yeah. Just say yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, this is the dream workshop, right? Say yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Y'all going to make me get y'all up and do some jumping jacks up here. Alright, so that's what's up, man. The process, and when it comes to the process, another thing that I learned that everything is not going to go the way that you planned it. So I was out with a friend a couple of years ago, her and I had lunch, and I was like, yo, I had this thing set up, you know, it was supposed to go like this, it didn't happen that way, it still ended up happening, but it took longer and I had to go a different route about it. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, Kimar, and they really called me by my last name, so she was like, Cain, you know, you got to learn how to be flexible. I said, learn how to be flexible? Man, what you mean learn how to be flexible? So like, you know, sometimes things is not going to go the way that you think it should go. So you got to be patient enough with yourself to be flexible. As long as you're working at it, you'll get to it. Say it. As long as you're working at it, you'll get to it. Say, as long as I'm working at it, I'm going to get to it. What you going to get to? Your dream. Say, my dream. What you going to get to? What you going to get to? Y'all better holler. What y'all going to get to? My dream. See, I like that. That's a lot of love. I felt that in my spirit. So that's the process, that's the flexibility that you gotta make happen for yourself in order to fulfill that mission that your gift and talents, your God-given gift and talents were given predestined before you even got here. You know what I'm saying? And so then when it comes to that flexibility, another thing, like I told you, I was very impatient. Very, very impatient. And I wanted things to happen right now. But another thing that I also learned throughout my lifetime is that you cannot skip experiences. Right? If I got everything that I wanted at the time that I wanted it, Leo, I would have been out of luck because I would not know what to do with it. Right? But now that I've gotten different experiences, now that I've met different people, now that I have different mentors and coaches around me to show me the game, because this is what I learned too. You learn the game so you can play in the game, and you keep practicing so you can play and stay in the game. So it's easy to get, but it's harder to maintain. Right? I know how to talk, but I still got to study different speakers and read different books and have my own life experiences so I can come up here and talk to y'all. Learn the game, play the game so you can stay in the game. And so get around, find that circle so you can find your niche so you can change the world. Right? And so when it comes to wanting something so bad so you just got to have it in that moment in time, what I found out is if you must rush, rush to be patient, right? If you must rush to be patient. You right-handed or left-handed? You right-handed, so that means you probably can't really dribble with your left hand, right? But I'm sure you want to master that left-hand dribble, right? So you just got to keep practicing that left-hand dribble, right? And then when you come up in the game and NBA, like, yo, I know Shorty. I met him January 7th, 2017, right? So we getting it in an amazing way. So that's what it is. You got to learn the process, trust the process, fall in love, romanticize the process. Really enjoy your time in the process because really the journey is what's going to make the great and ending result. You know what I'm saying? And while we live it, it's not really an ending result till we gone because we learn something new every single day. You know? And one thing that really motivated me is that people that are you all's age. I know a young cat who is 11 years old now, but he was 9 years old when he started motivational speaking. I know everybody in here got Instagram, right? Everybody got Instagram? Say yeah. Yeah. So if you go on Instagram and you follow @King_Nah, N-A-H-H, he is the youngest motivational speaker in the world. I'm talking about this kid has been on international front pages of newspapers. This kid has been into different television networks and been on different television shows, and his dream is to develop his own television station. So it's never too late to be what you should have been, and it's never too early to start. You understand what I'm saying? It's never too late to be what you should have been, and it's never too it's never too early for you to start. And one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite motivational speakers is Les Brown. He says, you don't have to be great to start, but you must start in order to be great. So if you feel like you need to start it now, you can start it now. It's not even a feeling. Like, get out your feelings. If you know that's what you want to do, I advise y'all, I suggest y'all, I wholeheartedly believe that you're going to do it after this today, that you're going to start on it today. You're going to work on that left-hand dribble today, ain't you? Say, yeah, I know you are, because you're going to be in the NBA. And so, hey, you don't have to be great to start, but you must start in order to be great. All right? Say that with me. You don't have to be great to start, but you must start in order to become great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, I'm going to take a look at my cheat sheet. I did good without looking at my cheat sheet. Y'all give me a hand. So, all right. I'm almost done. Did y'all enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
I'm glad. But look, man, like really maintain and remain sane. And my favorite book also says, don't get weary in well doing. So maintain and remain sane. Keep hold of your head and understand that stuff is going to happen in your life that's going to cause you to want to stop doing what you should be doing, what you ought to be doing. Selfless living is the best kind of life. You never know what eyes are on you. It's like Glenn said. He found me on social media. One of my mentors is Nehemiah Davis. He just won the award for the Steve Harvey Neighborhood Award. Huge award. You understand what I'm saying? I got one of them cats mentoring. I have nothing but authors, entrepreneurs, philanthropists, and all kind of business folks around me because I want to do the same thing, speakers and all. That's why I'm penning my first book, and I got accountability partners to make sure I do that. That's why I say find your circle that's going to hold you accountable. Find you some positive cats in that basketball circle that's going to say, hey man, come on and play basketball with us. Let's go work on that three-point shot. Let's go work on these layups. What's your dream? To be a lawyer? So you need to be around people that studying cats like Johnny Cochran. All that good stuff, man. Yo, that's really good to hear. Like, just put yourself in position to receive what it is that you want in your life. All right? Put yourself in position. So when it comes to social media, this is what I need y'all to do too. Stop following nonsense. Because you got to protect what's going in your eye gate and protect what's going in your ear gate. You got to watch what you watch and watch what you hear. Certain music I don't listen to no more. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff rubs off on you. You want to listen to the right stuff. A lot of times I listen to podcasts because that's what I do. A lot of times I listen to the radio because that's what I do. A lot of times I'm listening to speakers because that's what I do. A lot of times I'm reading books because I'm writing one. That's what I do. So whatever it is that you do, you put yourself in position to receive and learn more about what it is that you want to do and that you're doing. So stop following the nonsense on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter and everything. I don't even know what else out there. They probably came up with something new today that's launching tomorrow. So just be careful. All these twerk videos, all these fighting videos, all these bathroom pictures, for what? Huh? Like if you are going to follow some people that's going to build you up. Like that same circle that you're going to put yourself in to help build you up. Because we ain't going backwards, we're going forwards. Right? So I'm not going backwards. I'm going forwards. The only way to go. The only way to go. The only way to go is up. Is up. Now stand up, give yourself a hand clap. Appreciate y'all, man. Once again, my name is Kimar Cain, coming to you all the way live. My podcast, The Kimar Cain Show. You can find it on SoundCloud.com/The Kimar Cain Show. The Lifestyle Cleanup. I'm also a co-host on that show, found on iTunes and SoundCloud. And like I say, Boss FM is the app on Apple and Android. You can download their free application. And then tune in to us this Sunday. We're going to be interviewing somebody great, 6 to 9 y'all time, okay? I really enjoyed you guys. Stop following nonsense on social media. Get in the right circle. Put yourself in a position to be great and be just that, great. All right? I enjoyed y'all.